Thank you to everyone for joining us today for the first edition of our brand new YASH Technologies podcast series. In this podcast series, we're going to focus on how our customers can improve operational efficiency of their warehouses while using the latest SAP technology on RFID. Our YASH SAP solution architects are going to start off by addressing how RFID can help our customers benefit. I'll turn it over to my colleague now, Jason Kite, to expand on this first topic.
Thank you, John, for setting this up for us. So RFID has been increasingly emerging as the dark horse of Internet of Things, enabling technology. RFID has proven to be an invaluable for the digitalization of the supply chain. While there has been a substantial variation in what an RFID solution can look like, there are common features which is shared by many projects. So some of these features are RFID-based tags. They are capable of recording large amounts of relevant product data. The other one is RFID readers, which could be stationary or portable. They're acting as a read or write mechanisms for the tags in question. And then the last one, which common features are the software systems that are able to integrate processes and act upon the RFID collected information. So one of the particular areas where RFID solutions have proven to be of immense benefit to the customers are high value and high volume based warehouses and distribution centers. Now I'll pass it over back to you, John.
Jason, thank you so much for that overview. I know the audience will really appreciate those insights. What are some of the main points that an RFID solution can address for such operations?
So there are three major pain points shown here, which is addressed by the RFID solution. The first one, is where high labor cost for running a warehouse. The costs attached to the inbound and the outbound processing. So whether it's an inbound or outbound processing, areas have the potential to become the bottlenecks and sources of substantial labor costs for any warehouse. And especially the warehouses of the high volume, it becomes a major cost for the warehouse. So on the inbound side, let's say RFID enriched pallets and containers allow us to automate the processing of deliveries by scanning dozens of tags simultaneously and immediately recognizing all the relevant inventory information. With the scanned data automatically integrating into the warehouse management system, this automates the manual handling of unit inspections, system entry, and put away task assignment. So this is one of the great advantages customers can have. On the outbound side, the idea is very similar, but occurs in a reverse order. So as the warehouse workers assembles outbound orders and then pack them for deliveries, the RFID tags can be scanned to identify the exact contents of the freight orders, which can automatically be recorded and integrated into the warehouse and the transportation systems. So this was the major one. The second major pain areas where businesses are having, and this solution can help them, is in terms of the inventory location tracking. The major challenge for any warehouse, or especially high throughput warehouse, is in terms of inaccurate inventory location of the products. The traditional fix for such a problem, which they have been using so far, is to deploy an army of workers to check and monitor the system accuracy. While not only becoming a cost source, this approach is also prone to many human errors due to the manual nature of the process. So that's why we say the benefits of RFIDs, whether implemented at a pallet level, bin, or a section level, is in the solution's ability itself to identify the exact inventory location, where it is sitting, while minimizing the human involvement. So there are various degrees, in the level of automation with such a solution which can be implemented. So this ranges from handheld scanners that simply reduce the manual input error to fully automated active RFID solutions, which provides minute-by-minute information on the inventory visibility. And moving on to the third one, which is which is known as a track and the trace capability of RFID solution, is where the solution itself is worth mentioning, just because if you are into a business of food and pharma, or you have any perishable goods business, so in those segments this becomes a very important solution. So what it does is there is a memory function of the chip, so it keeps all the information of that product, the entire life cycle goes and sits inside the chip. So RFID solution, generally what it does, it allows you to easily track the genealogy of any given batch by recording the what, where, and when for the duration that inventory has been in that warehouse. So it's a really great thing in terms of the business information. So this in turn allows you to prove product integrity to any customer or regulator, say for instance, or in a worst case scenario, minimize the damage of the recalls by enabling the supply chain team to pinpoint the exact source of the problem. So this is a great tool for business to control their costs. Over to you, John.
So Jason, some of the things that are the main thing that I picked up out of that is RFID has the agility to really be tailorable to what the client's needs are. And again, that's something, if I were the end user, would really get my attention, is a partner like YASH Technologies can ask the right questions and find those ways to make the technology maximize the value for my enterprise. Is that an accurate summation?
Yes, Johnny, I think you've picked up the right details.
Great. So from an audience standpoint, Jason, the last topic that I really have to push into, and it may be the most exciting one for the listeners. Everybody's always interested in what the latest and greatest things are with whatever technologies are out there. So specifically to RFID, share with our listeners what the most recent advancements are in the area of RFID technology.
So as I said, RFID has been there for decades, you're right. So recent advancements have made it a staple in supply chain digitalization. So this product itself has become the part of the digital technology of the SCM solution. So although RFID technology has been available for decades, recent advancements have made it staple in supply chain and digitalization, particularly in the warehousing space. As with many such initiatives, it is important to remember that a successful implementation of RFID project must involve the successful integration of the hardware involved and the software solution attached to that. So if you or your team are interested in exploring the values of RFID in the warehouses, reach out to us to schedule some time for initial chat, and we look forward to hearing from you. Technical details are available. We are also in the process of releasing the white paper on the RFID solution. So all those details will be available soon.
Yep, that's it, Jason. So I think we'll just have them wrap at that. And then if